Hello everyone, it's Samuel Farmer and this is my Milestones 1 and 2 review for our Advanced Software Engineering course. My project is TutorSpark CLI, a terminal-based RPG-flavored learning assistant for computer science students. You create a hero persona, a warrior, mage, healer, or neo pro. You battle throughout each quiz of related computer science topics. In Milestone 1, I implemented the basic CLI shell, the learner profile, and hero system, the initial computer science quiz flow, and persistence to the SQLite. In Milestone 2, I focused on the adaptive engine and strategy pattern integration, adding quiz session analytics and packaging the app as a standalone Mac OS binary using PyInstaller. Okay, so with that being said, let's look at a few things of code that we got going on here. Let's check out our main.py. This is our entry point. It's going to initialize the database. It loads or creates a learner profile and then launches the computer science training quiz. The main menu lets the user start a new run, continue an existing hero, or reset the data. Okay, now let's check out our models. This is going to be our basic models. It's going to use simple data classes for the domain model, learner profile, and quiz session mapped directly to the SQLite tables, and question is an in-memory structure used by the quiz engine. Let's go back and look at our database. This encapsulates all of our SQLite operations. It creates the learner profile and as well creating the learner profile and quiz session tables. When a session ends, the engine calls insert quiz session to record the profile ID, the topic, total questions, correct answers, and timestamp. This is my analytics for foundation from milestone 2. Let's go over profile. This is our hero creation and levels. Let's see. Let's scroll down here a bit. As you can see, this is our new heroes, warriors, mage, and healer. The profile handles the hero system. On the first run, it prompts for name, a level, and a focus area in hero class. Each hero, as I just said, the warrior, mage, healer, or neo pro, gets slightly different flavor text. And stats. One could be stronger, one could be wiser. It all just depends. Profiles are saved via the database.py so users can continue on existing hero later runs. Alright, now let's check out our strategies. Alright, so in our strategies we got our question selection strategy base class, and we also have our sequential strategy class, or implementation I should say. The main design focus in Milestone 2 is the strategy pattern. So question selection strategy defines a common interface for choosing questions, and the sequential strategy is the concrete strategy I use now. It just takes the first question. Later I can plug in difficulty based on spaced repetition and strategies without changing the rest of the engine. With that being said, let's look at our engine.py, and we are going to look at, let's see, the adaptive class. It's down here just a little bit. Did I go past it? Nope. Nope, keep scrolling. There it is. There's our adaptive engine. It composes the question selection strategy. It asks the strategy for a batch of questions, runs the battle loop, tracks the HP and score, and at the end records a quiz session in the SQLite. This keeps selection logic separate from the quiz loop and makes the engine testable and extensible. Okay, now let's go to our question bank. Alright, now our question bank is going to define the computer science questions with topic, prompt, choices, correct index, and difficulty tags. The quiz module wires everything together by the adaptive engine with the strategy, passing the question list, and running a session for the active learner profile. Okay, and with that being said, and us going over all the code, let's start from fresh and walk through our program. So I'm going to remove our build and distributed folder. Let's see, go back into our folder here. Okay, now we got those removed. We're going to start from a clean slate. So we want to do Python pip install our requirements, of course. Now that's already satisfied, but of course being a new one, this would install all your dependencies. Now, next we want to do our Python install, pip install, py installer. I'm sorry, it's not pip, it is py installer, TutorSpark CLI spec. This is going to be the spec file that configures a one-file Mac OS executable. It bundles the Python runtime and my source into a distributable folder. Okay, now that is done. This should show up here. Alrighty. Now, let's go ahead and from our root, let's try and start our program. Boom, there we go. Let's choose our name. Here is our warriors. Let me get through here. You can do yes to continue, no to go back. Any fans of Final Fantasy, you'll recognize that one. There's our healer and our Neo Pro. Okay, with that being said, we'll click one. We'll continue through. Alright, now it has created our profile with our warrior, and it says Start CS Fundamentals Quest. Let's go ahead and start. Now, for time's sake, I'm not going to try to go through all these correctly, so we'll just check out the functions here. This is your selections. You have hints. You can only use one hint per question. It's kind of like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You got a 50-50. You've got Call a Friend. And if you get 3 in a row, you get a free pass. So, let's go through all these. As you can see, when I get wrong, the health points get knocked off on me. And there's our result.